From divine sister of the light Natalia Alba, beloved ones, in the beginning the universe was sound, light, wisdom, and power. As this infinite source chose to descend into the physical worlds and manifest itself into the vastness of the universe, we too form. After eons of galactic wars, manipulation, and DNA repression, we now retrieve our wings, come back to our original source, recognize ourselves as divine beings, navigate throughout the physical and non-physical God worlds, and awake as Trinitized Crystalline Humans, as we were created to be. The Aries Full Moon marks the transitional point between the old and the new. It is the frequency that triggers where we are heading. The new cycle that Neptune and Saturn moving into Aries already announced, and that marks the end and the beginning of the new humans, the new empowered sovereign free species we were meant to be, and that we are gradually retrieving. The Aries-Libra polarity is no longer as such for us as ascending souls, for now with Aries we have transcended the sense of self to embody the feeling of all, for we now feel all within us, even though still individualized beings. 144 flowing in. In this moment we embody our mission of assistance. We transcend the egoic feeling of living for the self, for we now understand that we are here to serve others uniquely, as part of the whole, a lesson we integrated with Pisces. As a result of the evolution that planet Earth is now undergoing, we are now able to receive new illuminated sources of plasma healing frequencies in the form of interdimensional stellar orbs, auroras, our central sun's transmissions, and many other sources to help us realign to who we are. Many of you are now reconnecting to the primary source of creation, as you retrieve unity with your soul, monad, and God self, acting as a trinity and therefore reactivating and embodying the essences from your spiritual triad and original God creational field. We translate in the form of the three flames of creation, from where the first Elohim planetary architects descend. As we restore our DNA, we can reconnect to these divine sources of love, wisdom, and power, infusing our DNA crystalline spiral with these flames, starting by reconnecting our 13th dimensional DNA strand, the unifier strand, as even though we are 12th dimensional beings, our origins go further than that, and we all descend from the universal sound worlds, having the ability to reactivate our original connection to the sound source again. As we activate the wisdom within us, the blue flame records, by activating our thymus with it, and by learning how to command our DNA to embody its essence, we start the process of simultaneity, dissolving linearity, although not completely, for we are still 3D beings, and activating our multidimensionality and ability to navigate through the universal dimensions. Some of you are here to restore unity in the planetary grids and fabrics, acting as zodiac unifiers, restoring their original dimensions and connections to all. This activation is vital to be able to align with the universal, non-physical God worlds, descending the wisdom and frequencies required for you to continue your planetary task. During these last 3 months of this transitional year, challenging for some of us like no other, we are beginning to see the results of DNA rehabilitation as new abilities emerge and the remembrance of who we truly are, moving into a totally new physical reality that is now aligned to who we are. Now is the moment to choose your new trajectory, independently of our human dates that indicate when the new year begins, for it is now, after the last eclipse, when we strongly felt the collapse of timelines, the shift in consciousness within us, and the complete separation of both worlds. Everything we used to participate in before is now part of our past, even though it occurred yesterday. Everything previous to this moment no longer exists and has no power over us, as guides often reiterate. If it has, it is because we continue to recreate it in our present moment. This is a profound passage for us to move inward, create our next trajectory, and align with it, which requires inner work, devotion, and complete trust in knowing that we are heading where we need to be, even though things do not appear to be that way at all. This is when faith is most needed, when we do not see where we are going. We are beginning to see the seeds of our efforts, the results of being patient and surrendering to a higher intelligence within us. We never lose hope and trust, for we know a higher power, a divine intelligence within us, is orchestrating it all in a perfect way for all. May you always find hope in the darkest moments and wisdom in all your life's lessons, beloveds. With an infinite love from NataliaAlba.com.